Hi, good morning. You're welcome to the sports segment here on New Day. My name is Thierry Nyan and I'm here to bring you the latest in sports news. Why don't we start off with the Black Stars? 17 players trained under the watch of Black Stars coach Avram Grant as Ghana stepped up preparations for a Nations Cup qualifier against Mauritius this weekend. Atletico Madrid midfielder Thomas Partey is one of the 6 players yet to report to camp. Key men Andre Ayew, Emmanuel Ajimambedu and Christian Achu all trained at the Accra Sports Stadium. Also present were Mohamed Kadri of Ashanti Gold, who has been called up for a first time, and Kazakhstan-based Patrick Chumesi, who told TV3 Sports he's delighted with a chance to fight for a place in the team. Still on that particular Black Star story, let's take a listen to Avram Grant, who is the head coach of the team. Now, he says that he is very much, he's very much pleased with the quality of the local-based players he called. 4 of them were called.
Is doing well since the beginning of the season, scored a lot of goals, also in Champions League, and he was on the list. Now when there is injuries, he have a chance. I hope he will take the chance. About Kadri, I was with, as you know, I was with the Chan team in Japan, and he played very well there, and he's a part of the squad. That was good. We are following about many players all the time. We have more players on the list, but I said before, I'm very happy from the squad, because since we chose them to prove themselves, as long as they prove themselves, they will have a chance, but the door is open for everybody. So these 4 players proved themselves, now they're in the squad. The door is open also for others, but we want to keep the squad with a good base, with a good energy, and I think as long as the players will do well, they will continue, but if others will prove themselves, they also will be in the squad.
Now, standing captain of the Black Stars, Andre Ayew also expressed his desire to pick up maximum points at Mauritius, despite the host going undefeated at home on home soil during the qualifying campaign.
Been training for the past few days. We are quite happy with what's going on. We need to keep working hard. We have a victory left to be qualified, so we're going to do everything to go and win over there. We know it's going to be very difficult because they've never lost at home in this campaign, so we're going to prepare ourselves for that. We had a very tough one in Comoros, so that's why I say we cannot underrate any team. Today in today's football, there's no small team anymore, so I think we just need to stay focused, stay calm, know that we are going to find it very difficult. The stadium is going to be packed. Every African team wants to play versus Ghana. We play with their full strength, so we will do our best and hopefully get the victory.
Still in Ghana football, but this is even more bad news for the Division 1 because the Ghana Football Association has banned the Jendu Park from hosting Division 1 league games with immediate effect after the latest violence to rock the 2nd tier of Ghana football. Fans of Proud United assaulted Kobna Emisa, coach of Elmina Sharks, and the match officials after a league game on Saturday, prompting the GFA's action. The assault, the latest in the series of violent incidents at Division 1 league games, has prompted Parkwesi Indum, owner of Sharks FC, who also owns GN Bank, official sponsors of the Division 1 league, to suspend their sponsorship. Indum wrote on his Facebook page that his company cannot be associated with what he called the indiscipline, intimidation of opponents, and wanton disregard of human life and valuable property being displayed by team officials and their supporters across the Division 1 league. So that is it with the Division 1. But let's just still focus on the Ghana football, because while All Stars lead the Ghana Premier League at halfway stage of the season after their away win at Brecum Chelsea to underline their superiority in the season so far. My colleague Yao Fosulabi explains it has been a season that has been the local league a new lease of life.
This is potentially the season that the often derided Ghana Premier League staged its comeback. There were packed match venues, the quality of television coverage improved, it provided a major talking point on social media every weekend, and crucially, the quality of football was up. Take the goals for instance. They went in from free kicks, there were brilliant solo efforts and stunning volleys. Felix Romark of the Ghana Premier League Live, who visited every ground except Wa, says the goals have been a standout feature of the first round.
The goal that I'll pick for my goal of the season so far will be Brighter J's goal. Diana against Ashgold in Lankley. Ashgold were leading by a goal. It was about, I think, 2 minutes more to end the game, and then there was a cross, I think, from Godfrey Saka from the flanks, and then the bicycle kick from Brighter J, and that goal got him the CNN goal of the week. And then when I got in touch with him, he was like, what motivated him to use that technique in scoring that goal was when Suarez scored a similar goal against Arsenal in the Champions League.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko managed to turn their season around from laughingstocks during David Duncan's days to within 2 points of the top. Leaders Wa All Stars have been brilliant, but same cannot be said of Ashanti Gold, whose title defense has suffered due to a string of draws. Hearts of Oak have been considerably better. The sushi football has not always been delicious, but it has served its purpose and made them competitive. If it continues at this rate, the second round should be even more exciting.
Now, Ghana will face Japan, USA and Paraguay in Group C at this year's FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup in Papua New Guinea from September 30 to October 21. The maidens will be hoping to climb one step higher than their third place finish at the competition 3 years ago in Azerbaijan. We go straight to European football, and Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are among the stars who have been selected for UEFA's 18-man Champions League squad for the season. Unsurprisingly, given that they have reached the final, the squad contains 6 players from winners Real Madrid, as many stars from runners-up Atletico Madrid. Ronaldo's inclusion in particular was to be expected as he bagged 16 goals and 4 assists in the tournament this season. There were 2 players from the Bundesliga as Bayern Munich's Robert Lewandowski and Manuel Neuer were selected. The English Premier League, however, produced no players in this season's UEFA 18-man squad. One of those players who was selected for the 18-man squad by UEFA for their Champions League season, Barcelona and Argentina football star Lionel Messi. That man goes on trial on Tuesday on charges of defrauding Spain of 4.1 million euros in unpaid taxes. The court in Barcelona will hear that Messi and his father, Jorge Horacio Messi, who manages his financial affairs, used tax havens in Belize and Uruguay to conceal 10.1 million euros earned in image rights from 2007 to 2009. The two deny any wrongdoing. The Spanish tax agency is demanding the payment of a fine equivalent to the 4.1 million euros allegedly defrauded, and a sentence of 22 months and 15 days for both Messi and his father. The case centers on the alleged unlawful activities of Messi's father, but authorities have said the Barcelona player knew nothing to also be named knew enough to also be named in the case. Charges previously brought were dropped on the grounds that Messi had no personal involvement in his financial affairs. The trial is expected to last 3 days, with Messi expected to give a testimony on Thursday. So now in the NBA, obviously after the Western Conference Finals, the likes of Steph Curry will be meeting LeBron James in the NBA Finals itself when they meet the winners of the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers themselves. But away from that, why don't we do something of our own? Ghanaian boxing legend Azumah Nelson has not given up on the dream of finding the perfect replacement for himself in the ring, and is sure next weekend's VIP fight night can be the beginning of finding that legend in the making. Nelson, the much revered former 3-time world champion and WBC Hall of Fame inductee, is here with us to tell us about the event and serve us with a little details on that particular one. You're welcome.
Thank
Legend.
you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, if you could please, introduce yourself to us.
My name's Heta Mann. I'm the CEO of He-Man Promotions. My partner Azumah and I, we're working together to try and bring the limelight back to Ghana boxing, to return Ghana boxing to its former glory days, and to make Ghana the capital of boxing once again, how it was years ago. I
guess that is what this VIP fight night is all about. To unearth new talents and to ensure that we are able to nurture them, to the world stage. But Azumah, what exactly is your position in all of this? Why are you interested in projects like this?
When you're talking about boxing, then you have to know that Azumah Nelson have to be interested, because our boxing is going down so low that we have to bring it up, and I mean nobody can do it if I don't do it.
I like the fact that even after your retirement, you still are very well, into the sport. How have you seen the quality in the country over the years?
The boxing qualities.
Yes.
Now that's why I'm in now. To bring the boxing to put the boxing to its level. Because the boxing is going down so low. Because we have former champions in Ghana. They know us as a boxing nation. And all the champions that we made, like DK Poison, Aikwote, Afrekote, just name it. What they call Joshua Krote, Agboko, and all. Including the 3 times world champion Azumah Nelson.
Obviously. That had to be mentioned. But my interest is how you see Ghana boxing, going, especially after your retirement. We don't see a lot of world champions these days. What do you think is the reason?
There's a lot of problems that the boxers are going through, and every beautiful thing you need to have money to do it. If you don't have money, you cannot do it. So we came together to bring the boxers to the limelight, to make a lot of champions from them, and before you can do this, you need from scratch. We need to pick the amateurs, and polish them, and then bring them to professional, and then we make sure that we train them well. We give them the good food and good training, and then they can go for the title, and then Ghana will come back again for its glory in boxing.
All right.
I actually think that the boxing here has been promoted in a kind of a little bit of selfish way, without saying too much. There's been promoters coming out and they've been promoting individual fighters. We don't want to promote the individual fighter, we want to promote the sport. So the champ has been going around to many of the gymnasiums and seeing most of the professional fighters over the past couple of months. And we've selected the best that he has approved to come on board for this first series of VIP fight nights. So our aim is to promote the sport of boxing and to raise the level of boxing, to be able to give these guys good purses so they can train, and to bring the sport of boxing back where it used to be, and not just individually. We're doing this for Ghana boxing, especially at this time of the year with the elections. We want freedom, we want happiness, we want to do it right.
All for the unity.
Yes.
Where is Herman Promotions coming from?
We're a group of Ghanaian businessmen.
Okay.
I'm Ghanaian. I've been here many years.
All right.
We're coming from the art and the love of sport of boxing. It's simply that.
When is the fight night?
July the 11th, 5 p.m. at the Kapinski Ballroom.
What are your expectations going into this particular night? It promises to be a great night in Ghana boxing, to get all that talent on earth and of course developed and all of that. But what are your expectations going into the night?
To show that there are still good fighters here, to showcase the sport of boxing. We've got 5 very good professional fights. We also have an exhibition women's fight. A young lady from Australia is fighting a young lady from Nigeria. We are having our own personal press conference tomorrow, which will announce it to Accra and Ghana and the world. The whole thing has been televised live, courtesy of Super Sports, to 54 countries. We're promising a big glitzy glamour event. We're hoping, we do have a lot of business houses coming along to the event, and just to showcase and show, hey, look at us. This is where we need to be in Ghana as far as boxing is concerned.
Let's remain on that particular topic. So, have you identified your boxers? There definitely should be a criteria for selecting the boxers that you want to, get in that particular ring. Who are going to be those boxers? If you've identified them already.
We have a national title middleweight fight, Emmanuel Anem versus Emmanuel Mati. But the rest of the fighters, they're very, very good fighters. I'll let the champ answer them. He's selected them and endorsed them personally himself. He's been in the rings.
Do us the honor.
We have a lot of boxers in the country.
Sure.
But they have no fights. So we now start picking them. To try them and see how good they are. And then when we see that they are good, all we have to do is polish them to become world champions. You know, we're going to help the trainers, you know, to give them more experience so that they can polish them, and then we get.
Can you give us some names of some of the boxers that are going to be present?
Well,
Yes.
they have all the names here.
I have all the names here. I got Felix Williams, and he's fighting Wadi Usman. I have Michael Dodo, and he's fighting Rafael Kwabena King. Sheriff Quay, he's fighting Felix Ajum. And as I said earlier, the main title fight, which is the middleweight, is Emmanuel Anim, and he's fighting Emmanuel Mati. Now, this Emmanuel Mati is a very, very good boy.
You've seen him fight?
Oh, yes. I was running this before on a smaller scale.
Okay.
So I've done a series of 4 VIP fight nights at my mate's business. So yeah, we just want to showcase these guys, and this is a series of 4 events we'll be doing over the next 12 months.
Okay.
So in 3 months' time, we'll invite some Nigerian guys in there, and then in 6 months' time, we'll invite some South African boys here. So we want to bring boxing back to Ghana instead of our boxers running away. Let's establish here as the capital of boxing.
Finally, before we go, is it just a one-day event?
No, we decided to make it every 4 months.
Every 4 months?
Every 4 months, yes.
So Ghanaians are going to be expecting this every quarter of the year. Of course, I've been with Ghana boxing legend Azumah Nelson and Mr. Mann of the Herman Promotions, who combined are trying to help promote Ghana boxing and, of course, take it to a different level. My name is Thierry Nyan. Thanks for joining me here on the sports segment here on New Day on TV3